The desert skies above Roswell, New Mexico, became the theater for a series of extraordinary events that would captivate and perplex the world for decades to come. Witnesses described the spectacle with a mix of awe and dread. Streaks of iridescent light, shifting in hues from electric blue to fiery orange, slashed across the vast desert sky, illuminating the surrounding terrain in surreal, otherworldly tones. The thunderous booms that followed seemed to erupt from every direction, shaking windows and sending waves of vibration through the ground. Some onlookers likened the sound to an enormous explosion, while others described it as a low, unearthly hum that seemed to resonate deep within their bones. These vivid phenomena left no doubt that something extraordinary had descended upon the quiet Roswell night. Two unidentified objects hurtled to the ground within hours of each other, their impacts shattering the stillness of the desert. Curious locals, driven by both awe and apprehension, reached the crash sites before authorities could intervene. Conversations buzzed with speculation, ranging from secret military tests gone awry to celestial events beyond human comprehension. Families gathered on porches and dusty roads, recounting the strange sights and sounds, their voices tinged with both excitement and trepidation. Some whispered about the possibility of visitors from another world, while others shared hushed prayers for protection. A few brave souls ventured closer to the crash sites, armed with flashlights and cameras, their curiosity outweighing their fear. These early encounters set the tone for the night, as the small desert community found itself at the center of a mystery that would ripple far beyond their quiet town. What they discovered defied every notion of terrestrial logic. The larger of the two crafts was battered but largely intact, its surface a smooth, metallic alloy that seemed to shimmer unnaturally under the moonlight. Strewn around the wreckage were humanoid figures, slender and frail, with elongated limbs and smooth, gray skin that almost appeared to glow. Some lay lifeless, their large, obsidian eyes vacant. Others clung to life, emitting faint, plaintive sounds that resonated eerily. At the smaller site, the debris suggested advanced technology, with fragments hovering inexplicably above the ground and faintly pulsing with otherworldly energy. Soon, dark-suited agents arrived, their presence calculated and efficient. These men in black took control with unnerving precision, corralling witnesses, confiscating evidence, and silencing those who dared speak out. By sunrise, the crash sites had been scrubbed clean, leaving behind nothing but whispered rumors of alien visitors and enigmatic government operatives. Among the recovered beings was a figure designated as Gerard, a codename assigned by the military to the most coherent survivor. Critically injured but alive, J-Rod and the other remains of the alien visitors were transported to a secure military installation, where they would become the centerpiece of one of history's greatest cover-ups. Part high, the cover-up. The official story arrived swiftly. A weather balloon, nothing more. Yet, those who had seen the wreckage knew better. The skies that fateful night had been alive with phenomena far beyond anything explainable by conventional aeronautics. Witnesses who attempted to share their accounts were met with intimidation, interrogated by the enigmatic men in black. Evidence, photographs, artifacts, even the fragments of glowing material, was seized, and an atmosphere of paranoia quickly spread through Roswell. Behind the scenes, the military transported the alien materials to an undisclosed location, later revealed to be the infamous area Nam Muoi Mot. Teams of scientists and engineers faced the daunting task of understanding technologies that defied every known law of physics. They encountered numerous challenges, such as deciphering materials that resisted conventional analysis techniques and operated in ways incompatible with Earth's known periodic elements. One alloy exhibited self-healing properties when damaged, baffling metallurgists, while another material absorbed energy without heating or showing stress. Theoretical physicists grappled with devices that appeared to manipulate gravity directly, a breakthrough that contradicted the established framework of general relativity. Despite these obstacles, breakthroughs occurred. early attempts to replicate the craft's propulsion led to insights into zero-point energy and advanced field dynamics, paving the way for innovations in energy storage and quantum computing. Each success, however, revealed new layers of complexity, reinforcing the vast gap between human and alien technological paradigms. J-Rod, the most responsive of the survivors, became a focal point for both study and communication. His appearance, a striking blend of familiarity and alienness, suggested an intelligence parallel to humanity's own, albeit evolved along an entirely different trajectory. Part BA, the first interview. Within the confines of a highly secure underground laboratory, efforts began to communicate with J-Rod. Initially reliant on gestures and rudimentary symbols, researchers soon discovered that J-Rod possessed telepathic capabilities. Through a combination of these methods, he conveyed a complex narrative of his origins and purpose. J-Rod recounted his early life within a highly structured and technologically advanced society, where individual roles were meticulously defined by genetic engineering and intellectual aptitude. He described the Greys' reliance on collective decision-making through telepathic consensus, which had replaced verbal communication millennia ago. His mission to Earth, he revealed, was part of a broader initiative to study planetary ecosystems capable of sustaining advanced life. However, their visit was not solely scientific. It was also born out of desperation, as their species faced existential challenges from biological and environmental degradation. J-Rod also elaborated on the catastrophic accident that led to the Roswell crashes, citing a rare but devastating malfunction in their gravitational field stabilization systems during a routine observational maneuver. These insights painted a poignant picture of a species walking a precarious line between extraordinary technological achievements and profound vulnerability. J-Rod identified himself as a member of the Greys, a species originating from Zeta Reticuli, a binary star system approximately BA Muoichin light-years from Earth. According to his account, the Greys had been observing Earth for centuries, drawn by its rich biodiversity and the evolutionary potential it represented. Their craft's propulsion system, J-Rod explained, operated using zero-point energy, a technology that manipulated gravitational fields to create localized wormholes. This allowed instantaneous travel across the vast expanse of the cosmos, a concept that both fascinated and unsettled the scientists. J-Rod's revelations posed as many questions as they answered. His description of the technology hinted at a mastery of physics far beyond human understanding, and he warned of the catastrophic consequences of misusing such power. The balance required to maintain these systems was delicate, and any deviation risked disastrous consequences. Part Bond, reverse engineering. The wreckage recovered from the crashes was a treasure trove of innovation. Alloys resistant to heat and pressure beyond human engineering capabilities, devices resembling early prototypes of quantum computers, and a spherical object that appeared to manipulate gravitational fields were among the discoveries. With J-Rod's guidance, military engineers began the painstaking task of reverse engineering these technologies. Progress was incremental and fraught with danger. Early experiments to replicate the wormhole generator resulted in catastrophic failures. One particularly disastrous test produced a localized spatial anomaly, creating a void where light and sound ceased to exist temporarily. These incidents underscored J-Rod's warnings. Humanity's grasp of fundamental physics was incomplete, and tampering with such advanced systems could invite cosmic scrutiny from forces far more dangerous. Part Nom, the Greys' agenda. As trust between J-Rod and his human captors grew, he disclosed more about the Greys' history and motives. The Greys, he explained, were not invaders but refugees. Millennia of genetic manipulation and environmental collapse had rendered their species biologically fragile. Earth's diverse ecosystems offered a potential solution to their plight, though their clandestine methods, including abducting humans for genetic experiments, had sown unintended discord. J-Rod's account also introduced a more ominous element. The Greys were fleeing a predatory species they referred to as harvesters. These beings sought to exploit planets rich in resources and life, stripping them bare without regard for the consequences. J-Rod warned that Earth's unique attributes made it a prime target should these predators become aware of its existence. His plea was clear. Humanity needed to prepare. Part Sao. J-Rod's decline. Over the years, J-Rod's health deteriorated. Scientists theorized that Earth's microbial ecosystem, gravity, and atmospheric conditions were incompatible with his physiology. Despite access to advanced alien medical devices, their efforts to stabilize him proved futile. As his translucent skin dulled and his telepathic abilities faded, J-Rod became increasingly isolated. In his final days, J-Rod requested the use of a communication device salvaged from his craft. With trembling hands, he transmitted a final message into the depths of space, directed at his people. The transmission ended, and J-Rod succumbed shortly thereafter, leaving behind a legacy of warnings and the promise of a universe far larger and more perilous than humanity had ever imagined. Part B. The Aftermath and the Future. The technologies recovered from Roswell catalyzed significant advancements in human innovation. Stealth technology, fiber optics, and advances in computing bore the fingerprints of alien engineering. Yet the core breakthroughs, wormhole travel, gravity manipulation, and zero-point energy, remained elusive, their secrets locked away in the enigmatic remnants of the Grey's craft. The men in black, operating in the shadows, continued their mission to monitor extraterrestrial activity and suppress public knowledge. J-Rod's warnings prompted global efforts to prepare for potential extraterrestrial threats. A clandestine network of observatories and defensive systems emerged, its existence known only to the highest levels of government. As humanity's understanding of the cosmos deepened, the Roswell incident remained a cultural touchstone, sparking debates and inspiring generations to look to the stars with both wonder and trepidation. Beneath the Nevada desert, the preserved remains of J-Rod and his craft stood as a silent testament to Earth's first, fragile encounter with the vast, mysterious forces beyond our world.